And then there were 5 of them, 4 sisters and 1 brother, each as different as sunlight through stained glass, yet somehow part of the same whole. They were raised in a home where faith was not just something spoken on Sundays. It was a way of breathing, a way of loving, a way of living. Their parents built it that way, quietly, steadfastly, one grace-filled day at a time. It wasn't a perfect house. There were windows that were hard to open, no air conditioning, the hall closet packed with too many coats, and a garden underutilized. The boiler had a personality of its own, stubborn, a little slow, and prone to making odd noises. But once it got going, it had a way of warming the house and those in it. It was a righteous home, a home where truth was told, prayers were said before meals and on their knees at night, and the smallest kindness mattered. In that home, hugs were the currency of affection, and sleep came only after forgiveness. It was a place where each person knew they were seen, felt secure in who they were, and faced the world with confidence, knowing their self-worth. Their mother, gentle but strong, wove love into every corner. You could feel it in the way that she folded their clothes, in the worn scriptures by the bedside, in the way that she always seemed to know when one needed to be pulled close or given space. She had a knack of knowing when a gentle word was needed, or a firm look. She prayed daily over each of them by name, like a gardener watering seeds she trusted the Lord would grow. And somehow, they all knew they were being carried by something greater than themselves. Their father, steady, soft-spoken, a man who could fix anything but never raised his voice. He was full of dry wit and deep wisdom, and was the quiet compass of the family. The man didn't waste words, which made the ones he spoke matter more. His hands were always busy, but his heart was never far. He taught them by example what it meant to be honorable, to work hard, to walk humbly with God. You could set your clock by his word. It never failed. And his laugh? He didn't give it away easily, but when something truly tickled him, it rolled out like thunder dipped in honey, worth every second. Of course they fought like siblings do, teasing, poking, annoying. There were borrowed blouses and tangled hairbrushes, and debates about whose turn it was for the dishes. And their brother, the Lone Ranger among them, learned early on how to push their buttons, and he did it with humor and heart. But there was never a day when they did not stand up for each other. They knew deep down that they were each other's first home, a dwelling not made of wood and nails, but of trust, shared glances, and where grace was passed around like second helpings. These truths still echo, undisturbed by the distance of years. Time now has carried their parents home, and the house they grew up in belongs to someone else. But what they did give them that's never left is the way that they show up for each other across time and space. And here's the thing, after all these years, where they have found gray hairs of their own, they've never let time and distance loosen their bond, because sometimes just being in the same room is all the healing they need. They raised their own children echoing the same lullabies, the same sayings, the same quiet strength that once raised them. No doubt that they've been shaped together by time, touched by loss, and still held together by something holy and divine. They laugh louder now when they're together, maybe to cover up the ache of longing for home, or just dealing with the vicissitudes of life. Or perhaps it's how their hearts make room for both memory and hope. But when they tell their stories, when they share their lessons left behind, it feels like heaven leans in to listen, and the past becomes holy in that present moment. The room fills with something eternal, and the light that was first planted still burns in their hearts, steady as a prayer, and gives off the warmth that no time or loss can erase. They carry their parents' legacy, not just in name, but in heart, in the values instilled, the love given freely, and the faith lived out daily. They are the unseen fulfillment of prayers their parents may have never fully witnessed, but surely envisioned. Still their children, still anchored in faith. And the light from that house, the one that raised them, still burns in everything they do.